guys, it's Trina, and today I'm reviewing the book Wink Poppy Midnight by April Genevieve Tucholke. I did not like this book at all. I gave it a 1-star rating, and I want to make it clear, this goes without saying, but I feel like if I don't say it, some people may get upset. I want to make it clear that I am talking only about this book. Whatever I say about this book does not carry over to being a review of the author or to being a review of people that loved this book. So the expectations that I had out of this book were that it was going to be a thriller mystery with beautiful, eerie writing, because that is what I had experienced from this author before. I have not read Tucholke's Devil in the Deep Blue Sea duology, but I did read the Slasher Girls and Monster Boys anthology that she put together, and I did read her short story in that. And the way in which her writing captured some just creepy elements, it just made me skin crawl, and I wanted more of that from this book. When I heard that she was writing a new YA mystery, I thought, oh, I'm gonna get more of that same chilling feeling. First of all, the mystery is just no. This book has been marketed as a psychological thriller or a mystery, but all it will really tell you about the book is this short little stuff here. This is telling you that there are 3 characters, 1 event, what really happened, someone knows, and someone is lying about it. So you know going into the book not to trust any of these characters because one of them is going to be lying. So because this book gives that away, you go into the book suspecting everyone and everything, and that really takes away a lot of the mystery. And this big event that someone is lying about doesn't even happen until 60% of the way through the book, and that is just too far into the book for a book that is so short for there to be any room left over for these characters to really sit with this supposed truth that someone is lying about. There was just no time to absorb and sit with this event that had happened and what you're supposed to think happened, so that when this twist comes and you reveal what the truth is, you just don't care because you didn't have that much investment. And the writing was one thing that I had really wanted out of this book, so I was super disappointed in that, because the only thing that makes it different at all is the use of repetition. I have marked so many instances of repetition in this book, or just things that just were no. I could not with these. Every once in a while, several times on the same page even, the characters or the narrative will repeat a word. Yeah, that was cute the first couple of times, but not the entire book. And I did not even mark all of them here because at some points I just could not care anymore. But ugh, this repetition was not beautiful prose. This was just kind of lazy writing. So I'm going to give you some examples now. I'm bored with being mean. Bored, bored, bored. I cried over that though. I cried. I hated him for it. Really, really hated him for it. Hated. He's not dumb like the rest of them. My heart started beating, and I felt joy. We both heard the noise and jumped, clawing, scratching, scrape. Her green eyes were wild. She walked over to her, step, creak. I opened my eyes, closed them, open, close, open. I'd fallen asleep. I didn't look at her, I just stared at the red flutter. There'll never be anyone like me again. Never, ever. It felt like I was reading something narrated by a 3-year-old when you just get like obsessed with a word and you just keep repeating it. It did not seem smart or witty or intelligent, which are all synonyms, and now I'm being the 3-year-old. It just did not seem like an intelligent narrative. It didn't seem like it was doing much of anything other than frustrating me and making me stop every other page and just laugh at the use of repetition. Like, I get it, her hair is red, it's red. It just was ridiculous. I did not find the writing beautiful. I did not find the plot to be very mysterious at all. I did not find the characters to be dynamic or compelling in any way. The point of the characterizations was to overly stereotype these 3 different characters into being a liar or a hero or a villain, and then at the end the rug is pulled out from under you and you learn that they weren't just this one thing. The whole point was to show that people are multifaceted, that we aren't defined by just one trait of our personalities. But this is something I already knew because I am myself, I am a person, and I know that I am not defined by just one thing about me. And I know that anyone I've ever interacted with is not just one thing. And I did not need this book to spell it out for me. However, it is really great when you can read books that kind of reaffirm things that we already know about life, but this was just a poorly done example of that in my opinion. The writing, the repetition quality of the writing was completely laughable. The characters became so heavily stereotyped to drive home this moment in the end that they just felt like cardboard cutouts, and even that revelation in the end that they're more than just one thing. I didn't see any motivation for why the characters suddenly acted differently, or I didn't even see two of them act differently at all. So I really feel like the over stereotyping of these characters just created one-dimensional characters when that's completely opposite of the point the book was trying to make. It was not developed in terms of the characters, the plot, or the writing. I just felt like there was zero quality to this book at all. I didn't like it. That's unfortunate. Cool, let's move on. I would love to know if you want to read this one, or if you have read it, let me know what you thought of it, because I would love to discuss this further with you in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the comments. Bye!